guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, man. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Let me. All right, we're gonna get this morning started. All right, brand new day, brand new way. Be thankful that you woke up this morning, folks. I'm doing an early bird show today, and I'm just wrapping up a couple of things. So just kind of give me some grace here as I kind of organize myself. Give me a little bit of grace, folks. I've had a shark week. I really should have designed last week Shark Week. I swear, man. It was the whole Shark Week. All right, so I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of cleaning, and I have some reassembling to do today. So really, today is probably going to be another Q&A. All right, just had to make sure I fix that title there, and let's get inside and see what's happening. Okay, good. All right, guys, I'm gonna also go over a couple of questions people had over the weekend or last week that I didn't get to answer, and let's just see if there's anyone that I can help that have a question. Now, the same with you guys. If you have a question about vacuums or anything that I'm in line to be able to answer, how's that? Feel free to leave it in the comments. Don't forget. Oh, wait! Don't forget. Give me a second. Let me get the last thing, because this is the last week for the drawing. Allow me to get that for you so you can see what we're giving away. Give me a second. If you're a part of the backpack, you have access to this drawing right here. We're going to be giving away this steam cleaner. So the drawing is actually this week. I probably haven't done a really stellar job at promoting this thing. Okay, I'll be honest with you. But it's really, honestly, you know what it was designed to do? It was designed to reward the backpack. The backpack are folks that tune in on a regular basis. They're either members of the channel. Let me turn this down. They're either members of the channel or they donate to the channel, or they're just here on a regular basis and they're commenting on a regular basis, interacting with us. So I wanted to let those folks know that, hey, listen, we're giving away this drawing. We gave away a couple of things. I had a robot vacuum, one that was a display vacuum, and I was like, you know what? Let me just give this away. That would be good. We gave away a portable cleaner. We gave away a wet dry vac. It's called a multi-clean. Bissell owns that one also. This happens to be a Bissell. The small mini vac was a simplicity vac that we have here. You can find that on our website, F1, kind of a mini compact, strong portable vacuum. And this one here, okay? So we're gonna be giving this guy away. This is brand spanking new. It's just that it's sitting on the shelf. And so I'm gonna have to rebox it. So if it comes to you, it's gonna look like an amateur packed it up to send it back to you. So don't mind that, but just kind of focus on the quality of the product. It's actually a good little system here. Okay, your clean water bin is right here. All right. Now, if I was selling this, this would be my demo, right? But we're giving it away. All right. And you have your control here for your steam, or just your plain water, or your water and steam. So it goes from off to water plus steam, steam only, and water only. So at least you get the benefit of both. And then you have your dirty water tank right here. Okay. Now this, I almost dropped it. I want to drop this thing. Now I do want to, you know what I'm actually happy about with this unit, which is different from the other units. I'm going to show you what I'm happy about. There's a little secret here, and it was a secret pet peeve of mine. All right. I'm going to get a tank from a shampooer, upright shampooer for the floor. And I'm going to show you the difference between these two things and tell me if you agree. Okay. It's funny when these things come to me on the spot, I got to step away to get the thing that I'm thinking about. So I apologize for stepping away from the camera here. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Let me give you a little bit of hold music to hold on. I'm going to give you something to hold on to while I'm away. Give me a second here. Hold on. Let's turn this up. Little background music to listen to while I'm let me go get this stuff. Give me a second. I want to show you this because it's important. Okay. These are the two things I'm telling you. These are my little pet peeves, guys. I'm going to show you my little pet peeve, okay? All right. Let's slide back over. Hey, Calvin, what's up, bro? I didn't even see you. You have a question. A commercial sanitaire. Do they make vacuum cleaners that have hose and attachments? You know what? They do, right? Sanitaire do. Let me and I'm gonna get back into this. Actually, Calvin is part of the backpack, folks. So I'm gonna pause this to help Calvin out. All right. And if you guys want to hear more about this, stick around because Calvin is a regular on Monroe Vacs. So give me a second, Calvin. Let me answer the first question for you. I know you have a few things here, but good morning, by the way. All right. And I hope you're having a blessed day too and a blessed morning. All right. Let me show you what I have here, Calvin. All right. I want to see if I can. I wonder if my tablet has it. Hold on, Calvin. Let me see if I have. Hope I didn't run out of battery. I'm still good for at least. I'm at 44%. So I should be all right. Okay, let me see something here. See if I can find this one for you. Now, the Calvin, they don't have it for the you know that upright version where the fan is facing the bottom and you have that let me see. I have these brushes here, perfect for what I'm about to illustrate. The ones that use these brushes, they don't have them for these. Okay, they don't have it for those like the 684s or 688s and stuff like that. Those are the model numbers. But they do have them for a different type, and I'm gonna show you the kind. Okay. Come on, buddy, work with me here. Okay. All right. Okay. Gotta log in, forget it, man. I'm just gonna do a regular generic search. I have to go through logging in my portal to get to my stuff. I don't want to do that right now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell you now. These are the ones you can find that gives you the hose. This kind. Okay, let me get this picture up. Let's see if we can big up this picture for you. Okay, I can't really big up the picture, but this is a sanitaire vacuum. Okay, and it can give you the hose attachments. It's just that it doesn't look like the old school sanitaires that have the round belts and everything else. That's the difference. Okay. Let me log in. I'm just gonna log in because I get my search a lot faster when I do that. Oh, come on, man. It's amazing when these fingerprint stuff and then it doesn't take your fingerprint properly. Okay. All right. Come on, move faster, buddy. All right. Anyway, Calvin, I'm sorry, man. This thing is taking too long, and I'm just getting too frustrated with it right now. Let me see if I can find one. Here, I can find one. Coño, bro. It's taking forever and ever. All right. Come on. Woo. Okay. So yeah, so now we have these we have the normal kind like these, right? And then we have access to these. Now these we have in stock. These I actually have in stock. These, okay, I can order these. This is another style. Come on. Do I have like some? Do I have something on my? You know when you have something on your screen and you're trying to select it and it's acting like it's not following you. All right, I'm not gonna worry about this no more. Oh, here it is. Gosh, this is another one. Opening a new link. Okay, here. This is another one here. Okay, but all of the other ones, all of the other ones, the ones that use that, like I said, that brush, they don't have the. Now there is one that I gave away to someone. It was a blue one that I told guys that I was going to give it away to somebody, and it was one of my companies that I do business with. Let me see if they have a picture of it in here. Let's see. I gave it away. I said, listen, guys, if anyone is interested in it, you can pass through Monroe, and I'll make it available for you. This one. Now, this one uses a hose, but they stopped manufacturing these. But I gave this away to someone. Can I see it? Come on, you can't see it. Click to enlarge picture. Click to enlarge picture. Coño. All right. Anyway, it's this guy right here. So this guy also is available like that. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry that took too long. All right, Calvin. Good Monday. Yes. Another question. Do you recommend Hoover smartwatch? I'm taking a long time for that one, Calvin. The only reason why is if you buy a Hoover smartwatch, know what you're getting. How's that? If you buy a Hoover smartwatch, know what you're getting. The reason why I say that is the Hoover smartwatch is gonna like every car. I tell guys all the time, and I don't mean this in a negative way. I tell people this all the time. I purchased I had when I in 2003, I purchased a Lexus RX 300. And I didn't know at the time that they come with, and a lot of Lexuses come with, they have a problem with the gasket, the oil pan gasket. It leaks. It eventually starts leaking. The gasket that they use for some reason is not the best quality, even though the vehicle they put together, to me, in my opinion, a very well built vehicle that will last 350, 400,000 miles, right? And I had that car until I crashed it. And then I bought another one because I said, well, let me buy a newer version of the same car because I'm familiar with it. I know where the fuel pump is. I know how to change the starter. I've done all of these things myself already. But I tell them the deal I'll make with you is that if I buy this, you're gonna have to change the oil pan gasket for me. That's gonna have to be a thing that your shop will do. It's actually the dealership I went to. So I knew what I was getting. So it wasn't that it wasn't a nice vehicle and that it came without problems. I knew the problem I was gonna run into. So I made my decision based on that. So with the Hoover smartwash, if you're gonna use one of those, be very careful as to how you pick the water up, which ties into what we're about to talk about with this giveaway. Okay, be very careful because the motor will seize up on you if too much water get inside that motor. Okay. The only other thing that I've seen as an issue with the smartwash on a regular basis, not everything is going to happen. You're going to have solenoid problem, possibly pump problem, possibly. Those are things that's possible. Just don't let any kind of hair and debris kind of hang around your brushes too long before you clean out the ends, because then there's a gear at the end of the brush, and if that gear seizes up, the whole thing is shot. All right, so you get what I'm saying? So there's certain things you just want to be mindful of. So to kind of go into this, it cleans well. Okay, so it's not a problem. I love the double brush system they have. I don't need the system that decides to spray as I push forward. I can squeeze my own trigger, but that's what it does. This smart wash. So as you push forward, the solution releases, and as you pull back, you're okay. So if you're gonna get it, just know what you're getting. Here's what's good about Hoover smartwash. It comes with a 5-year warranty. So if you're buying it brand new, Hoover will cover you for 5 years. Just make sure you keep your receipt. Digital receipt is better, okay? Or take a picture of your receipt. If you buy it from Walmart, probably use your cell phone. Integrate with the register, because they'll text your receipt. Because without the receipt, Hoover doesn't. That's it. You're not gonna be able to get any further. Okay, and that's about it. All right. And now let me tie this in, and I'm gonna get back to the comments here. Okay. Let me tie into what I was saying about where the smartwatch actually ties into, and what I was talking about. See how everything, the roads come back. All right. So, you know what? Let me get a smartwatch. I have a smartwash tank back here, and I want to show you Bissell and Hoover and this one here that we're giving away, and then I'm gonna put this guy away. Okay. So I'm gonna pull away one more time. One more time. Hopefully it's the last time. And now that I did that, I better find my smartwatch tank. Hope I didn't throw it away. Where's my smartwatch tank? No way. Oh, I may have gotten rid of it, guys. All right. Okay. Well, the premise is still the same. My apologies. My apologies. The premise is still the same. This is what happens. So on this tank here, okay, the fill line is right here. And this was my pet peeve about these things, that you have all of this tank and your water gets filled at the bottom here. Okay. Never liked that. I was always, I was vocal about it. Okay. And this is a little bit better, but not that much better. So the fill line is here with all of this tank that you have, and you can't do nothing much more than that. You just have to empty the tank. But this guy now, this is the clean water. This is the one that we're giving away. The fill line is way up top here. So that's at least half of the tank. So they've made changes, man. I have to listen. I'm going to give credit where credit is due. They've made some positive changes on this stage. So if you guys want to get inside this drawing, too, there are a couple of ways to get in. Either you some kind of super chat or some super gift or something to get in. That's fine. Or you can type "I'm in" one of my videos. You don't do it on the live because it doesn't show back up again after, so I can't see it after the live is over. So find a video, type "I'm in." So that's simple, right? No money involved, right? But you have to be a subscriber. And the other thing they did, which I like, is they changed the hose. Oh, hey, we good? We good. See that? Everybody makes mistakes, man. You just gotta own it. um, yeah, the hose. This was a culprit in all of these little cleaning vacuums, steamers. These guys right here, and they would break right here, like this right section right here, and many people have had to replace these as a result. Okay, so and then one last bit of advice before I give this away. We're gonna do the drawing at the end of this week. Probably Friday. No, maybe Thursday. Only reason I'm gonna be hitting the planes on Friday, so I want to do it before I leave. All right. Don't put hot water in this. You don't need to anyway. It's a steamer system. The majority of people that have to replace their tank, guys, is due to people putting hot water in the tank and thinking that the hot water is going to make it better for them to clean the carpet, which, I get it, right? But the tank can't survive those boiling hot water. Is going to kind of warp a little bit. And if it warps just a little bit, just a fraction, just like that, if this little part here, just a little bit, it's not going to receive the water, and then you're shot, right? You have to either replace your tank or do something really radical. Like I've seen people put hot water in it again, and then they try to make, when it gets soft, they try to pull it back into place. That's fine too, if it works. All right, guys, let me move this guy out the way and let's kind of get on with our little cleaning stuff that I'm doing here. I'm just kind of working on some cleaners. And let me get back over to Calvin, man. Calvin got some things to say here, and I want to see what Calvin has to say, okay? All right. Oh, yeah, I know the red line. So I know the red line up with the bag that poops out when you turn it to the middle button. You know what I'm talking about? The red line up with the bag. Wait, let me see. The red line up with the bag. The red line up with the bag. The red line up with the bag. What was I talking about before? About the red lining up with the bag. All right. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Okay. I've seen those on Amazon. All right. Commercial Sanitaire make those Mighty Mite canisters. Yeah. I actually have one of those. I have the Mighty Mite Eureka version back there. Might be your internet connection. Yeah, it might be, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm almost sold on the Elon Musk Starlink. Okay, I think I'm about to be sold on that damn thing, because my internet at the house, I've been through this year 3 different internet services. Okay, I've been to the fiber optic guys. I tried the T-Mobile guys at the house, and that I'm still in a mosh up with them. And then Spectrum. And then to find out Spectrum rides on Verizon. And I'm like, well, shit, man, why didn't I just go to Verizon? Why do I have to go to the second tier guy that has to borrow, signal space or whatever from the main guy? Let me just go to the main guy. I was like, damn, I should have done my research. Anyway. Santerre is now owned by Bissell. Yes, old school Power Force. They revamped them into commercial style. Yep. Those Sanitaires, they're blue because we have bag model. Yep. Okay, I understand. It's not a good machine. What about the Rug Doctor? Yeah. Not a fan of the Rug Doctor. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the Rug Doctor. I don't know. I don't think I have a Bissell bias, but because I service them, I see what problems come in. Okay, I service all of them, and not a fan of the Rug Doctor. Not a fan. That's all. I'll tell you that. I prefer the rotating brushes, by the way. I prefer the rotating brushes rather than this kind of brush. That's if you look at the bottom of the Rug Doctor, at least the big one, the one that looks like the big green machine. Okay, that style. not the other offshoot styles, but the basic rug doctor that looks like the big green machine. That's how the brush works. Has a brush that goes like this. Not a fan of that. I prefer the rotating brush. Okay. The big green machine has its issues though. Okay. It still has an airflow issue at the top. There's an issue with that airflow indicator. So if you buy a big green machine, I just recommend having one of those on standby. Okay. And any machine that has a solenoid, that solenoid is possible that a solenoid will go. So just know that a big green machine may come with that. Both Rug Doctor and big green machine have brush motors and they have pumps. Okay, so those are just things to be aware of. All of those things can go, bad at any time. I just say take care of your machine, man. They'll stay around longer. But I would go with the big green over the Rug Doctor. Okay. And you can just kind of Hoover has a lot of other shampoos that you can mess around with that won't trip you up. But if you look at the warranty will have you covered, man. So look at it that way. Just as long as you can get service and they'll take care of you if any hiccups, then don't stress yourself. Get the one you like, use it responsibly, clean it, and you should be fine. Okay. Let me move this out of here. Clean it, man. You'd be surprised how important cleaning your vacuums are, man. I'll be honest with you. It seems like a weird thing. I'm gonna clean my vacuum cleaner. It's like, what do you think I bought the damn thing for, man? I bought my vacuum to clean. I shouldn't be cleaning my vacuum. But you'll be surprised, guys, how important it is to clean your vacuum. Okay? And just clean your filters, clean your brushes, and also for your own sake, for your mental sake, just wipe it down. Because the moment you let it get like nasty, right? You stop caring about it. You've already shown that you don't care about it anymore. So don't look at it as a vacuum. Look at it as your money. You know what I mean? And protect your investment. Look at it like that. If you wanna change the way you see it, because that will change your behavior, right? Change the way you see it, you change your behavior. So keep your vacuums clean. So I went through this one here. Filter. Took care of the brush. I actually took the head apart, cleaned out the brush and everything else. So now I just kind of washed the bin. Okay, this is for customer, right? Sometimes you just have to hold. Now, if your hose has electrical, then just be mindful not to hose it and get like water and stuff like that inside the electrical area. Because then you want to make sure that stuff dries properly also, okay? And then you have your dustbin. Okay, I just kind of, I'm not quite done cleaning this out yet. I got to dry it a little bit. So let me get to work on that, okay? And let me get my little backdrop music going here while I do that. And I think I had some riddles also that I wanted to put up. We do that on our show also, guys. We do that on our show. The last time you rolled up your sleeve. What's that saying? You gotta roll up your sleeve. The last time you rolled up your sleeve, guys. All right, so let me just get started here, guys, while I what do you guys feel like today? Feel up for my backdrop. Some country. Let's see how the country sounds. I don't know about this one.
Depths of silence, where echoes remain. You were the sunrise, and I was the rain.
Let it rock. All right, let me get my rest of my tissue.
I was the darkness, yearned for the light.
I'm just gonna get one of these here.
Losing my mind, losing my mind, losing my mind. Now you gone. Why did you cut me up, leave me out, leave me high and dry?
Is this country? All right, I think this guy is done. Where's my my favorite gloves at? Oh, I think I took them home. I might have to get a separate box just for here. Okay, so this guy is ready. And I got an upright I need to look at also. So I'm gonna let him dry out. And there are times you can just get, if you want to, you get a dryer or something, hair dryer or whatever, if you need stuff dry faster. There's so many ways you can do things. Put them outside, let them dry, let them sit in the sun a little bit. You can just let it dry, but it's just a good practice, man. Keep it clean and not let it fall into. And then voila, you have your machine feels and looks like new again. Shark feels like new again. Okay, and these are not the brand new Sharks. So I mean, now I have one more thing I would like to do. You see these? You see the paint at the side? I want to get that stuff off of here. So let's do that. So all I'm going to use is a little scrubbing pad and some alcohol, and then afterwards you can get your favorite little cleaner and clean it off. Just a little alcohol, and you can just kind of, depends on how abrasive the stuff is. I'll use the sponge side first if it looks like it's lightweight, but if I have to, I'll use the other side, and it comes right off, and then you get something nice to clean it off, because you don't want, it'll dry kind of hazy if you don't follow it up. Okay, so let's see. All right, I don't know what it is. I always hated seeing the I always hated seeing this like, this one's not that bad, so I'm gonna clean that off. I always hated seeing that. I don't know. It's probably not a big deal, but my personal little, hey, look, man, you gotta know yourself. You gotta know what you're into, what you like, and what you don't like, and just kind of run it like that. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. You're a good person. It's just that you have preferences, man. Here. Look at that. And just like that, you get that paint. I guess this is from banging up against the walls and stuff like that when cleaning the house. See that? Okay. Man, look, I've seen machines, guys, that it looked like they literally grabbed it and just kind of whacked. It's like, what are you doing? Why you got marks all over the place? What the hell, man? You got marks all up in here, you know? All right, so we're good. We're gonna move this one to the side. Okay, now where's my dustbin for this? Now this one you're gonna need to vacuum, you know? Hey, what's up? Slugaboo Snot Bean. Okay. You're back, huh? Why is your messages always like something's going on? Like you said something. Clever. That one was clever. That's clever. All right. I used to have guys back in my day used to have lines. They'll have lines they use on women, you know, and then the young guys would try to learn the lines, you know. So stuff like that, man. You're like a coffee bean. You brew up strong feelings in me, you know. They got the lines, and the girls act like they didn't like it, you know, like, you know. But it's like, you know what? It's a cheap line, but at least he's trying, man. You know, he thought enough to come up with this lame line to try to see if he can pick up a girl. Give the kid a break. You know, give the kid a break. I think at one point, guys just came to terms with they know that women know the lines, so they'll use it, and then they'll just cop to it and said, "Well, did it work? Did it work?" It's a lame line. I haven't used one in years. Did it work? That's it. You don't have to be embarrassed. There's some people who would be like that. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones is a name I use when we're talking about just a regular customer. And there's some folks, right? Mrs. Jones says, I know what you're doing, right? The salesman comes in and he tries to, the salesman try to sell her something, right? And he compliments her, you know, "Oh, Mrs. Jones, you're fantastic. You're such a beautiful lady." And she's like, "I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, but keep doing it." I know you're just trying to flatter me, but I like the flattery. She didn't see it as him trying to, trying to like belittle her and all you're seeing is my beauty, all this new age nonsense these people get into. The guy, it's like, she's understand. I know that's your part of the game, and my part of the game is to like, I like your flattery. I'm still not buying though. It's okay. It's all right. That's the gig. That's the gig, man. I saw a meeting the other day. Guys, some people who don't understand these kind of things, they'll misread it. Saw a meeting the other day. They had the mayor, the new mayor of New York, and they had the president having a meeting. And if you understand these things, you understand how things are played, and the certain things are played in certain ways, So it's the dance. It's the dance, and each person is trying to take control of the dance. But in the dance, you can't have two leads. There's someone is leading a dance, and then someone is is kind of going with the flow, you know. So just understand that's how that works. You get two leads, then most likely you walk away without a negotiation. You walk away without two bulls in a pen kind of thing. It's just the way things are. You can't have two positives going into the machine. You got to have a positive and a negative. There's got to be an opposite. Somebody is. It's the way it is. Yeah. Anyway, let me vacuum this little thing here. Take a look at all this. It's getting caked up on this here. Look at on the inside of that. That's all caked up on there too. All right. Stuff like this can actually affect your suction and it kind of strains your motor. Something else I noticed there wasn't a filter on top of this thing. You may not need one though. No, yes, you do need one. Let me look at the main system. I'm gonna vacuum this off. I'll wash this out. I need to look up the schematics on this. I think there's supposed to be a filter on top of this thing. There is one at the bottom though. So give me a second. Let me show you. Let's see what's happening over here. Hey, you still here, buddy? I'm sorry. You got okay. Oh man. So you got jokes. You got jokes. I tell you this, if those are yours, if those are your original, man, jot them down, bro. Keep them. You got jokes. You know what's funny? You know when someone don't know they're being insulted? Either it's the person, right? Or the person insulting them is so good that you don't know. Okay, look, I'll tell you something. My old distributor used to say, Wayne, you have to learn the ability to tell someone to go to hell and they'll look forward to the trip. That's when you're good. You understand? If you have to tell someone, go to hell, in order for them to get it, then you're not good. You got to be able to tell someone to go to hell and they look forward to the trip. And you almost pat them on the back doing it. Politicians do this. Interviewers do it. Comedians, real good comedians can do it. Where you can literally kind of just probably insult someone without them knowing that you're insulting. So sometimes some guys who do insults, they're not good at it. So they just, they're kind of lame. They kind of just insult. And then some guys are like pros, man. They're absolutely professional in insulting you. You got to give that guy props. You don't have to like him, but you have to respect his ability to insult somebody. And that person is like, yeah, Oh my gosh. How good are you? And then, if you do insult someone, right? Does that person even care? Like, some people, their focus and attention is so far above where you're at that it doesn't even matter. It's like, dude, especially some people are just filthy rich, right? So any words you say to them, just like, so some people's lives are so amazing that whatever you say to them absolutely do not matter. It's like an ant trying to insult like an elephant, right? And the elephant is like, huh? And it's not about whether or not the person is small or not. I'm just talking about, you know, in that particular case, size is that particular case. But I'm talking about, let's say that person's life is just so fantastic. Their life is the size of an elephant. And the person that's insulting them, it's like they don't hear you. All right. I just had to get all that loose dust out of it because I'm gonna wash this out of it. I could, you know, and the dirt was all in the screws and everything. So I'm eventually gonna wash this out. I just want to get all this loose stuff out of here. I tell you, this is probably one of the reasons, guys, I don't like bagless vacuums as much as I like bag vacuums. Bagless vacuums have too many corridors and places for dirt to hide. It's just, you know, with a bag vacuum, maybe you get some dust here and there. If you have trouble if you forgot to put the bag in properly. But other than that, you just toss the bag away. Bagless, man, you got all this. You got all these corridors and parts of the filter that gets dirty. You have to clean out all these extra pieces. You know? I know the sales pitch. You don't have to use a bag. You don't have to buy bags anymore. Right? But the stuff that you accumulate as a result, and the way this stuff can cake up and really mess up your motor is not worth it to me. But that's just my opinion on that, you know? You know what I feel like right now? You know those people that they search for dinosaur bones, paleontologists? I feel like I'm dinosaur bones here. God, let me get the vacuum. Golly. Hold on. Fantastic.
That's good.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, you fine.
All right.
So what was wrong with
Let
it?
me find. Clogging. Here.
Where?
No, this is
Which
not
one
yours.
is it?
No, this is not yours. That's yours.
This one.
And the charger.
Okay.
And the charger. Sorry about that.
No,
This is another show.
Okay, you got to fold down the one. I don't recognize it. And it was clogged.
Yes, clogging.
Well, where?
Clogging. I'm gonna show you all the different spots.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's 55, right? Am I right?
Yeah, diagnostic. Let me tell you where they happen, okay?
Okay.
It's on here. Here, this guy all caught up.
Okay.
And yeah, because the motor, the signals were correct,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The signals were telling you that the motor is stopped. That's the air.
Right.
That's what that
Okay.
was for.
Okay. Okay.
And so you can get one stuck right here,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
which was like beyond the sight from here. So when you look down, you don't see it.
Wow. Okay.
And it was right, I'm talking, it was right in this little section right here,
Yeah.
just like a big chunk, but it was a paper.
My grandson
So you
don't
have to
pick
be
up
careful.
anything.
Yeah.
He don't
So-
pick up anything.
So don't pick those things up.
I
because
know.
I'm here like going through that, like, man, something's going on. And you're
Yeah.
thinking it's like something's up here.
Right.
But then
And I did.
so I'm going back. I said, let me go all the way back down again. And then I took this whole head apart. And
Yeah.
that's why.
Wow. I sure appreciate you. Let me ask you something. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So little small vacuum cleaners, you don't sell those. Not vacuum
Household.
cleaners. Shampoos.
Yeah, I have a little $99 shampoo. Actually, I have one I can sell you on the sale.
Okay.
That one right there. Which one down the sale?
I mean, which one?
Give me a second. This.
Yeah, because I
was just-
I
I
got
was-
a big one.
I was just using this as a part. It's been here,
Uh-huh.
and I said, you know what? I need to move this out of here.
Uh-huh.
So maybe a
Wow.
timing is correct. Okay,
Mhm.
let me show you this
Okay.
one here. I was using this for to show I make like how-to videos
Yeah.
and things.
Okay.
This one right here, look. This is a mini shampoo,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been kind of hanging around. I said, God, I need to put this on sale. And there's someone's
And how much is it?
Normally it's $109.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at the store for $75.
Let me check my chicken.
Just keep that in mind, all right?
Okay.
Because
I
these-
will, because I
like these
need
here
one.
like two something.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is simple shampoo.
Yeah, I was hoping I would want small.
Small. Now they got shampoo smaller than that.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing smaller than that is gonna be stuff like this, like the
Thing to sit
like
on the
these are
floor.
portable. But these are more expensive.
For real?
Yeah, these are like $200.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna check my account. I make them back. I need them. I just need something simple. I'm older now. And
Yeah.
I need simple.
I
Yes,
understand
do.
that. I totally
I
do.
had probably 56 years. I do. I need simple. Honestly, I do.
Okay.
I-
Well, actually, you know what?
No, you fine.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
What's charge?
The charge is right here.
Okay. Thank
You're all
you so
set?
much. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna try to come back at that though.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
good
got
for
a big one and I got the rainbow.
Oh, you
I
have a
think I
rainbow?
can sell all this stuff. I
You
can't.
should get
It's,
rainbow.
it's too
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah,
It's too heavy.
but someone will buy it if you put it online.
Mm-hmm. I may do that too. Yeah.
But they'll put it on $400 online.
And I got a that Kirby is so darn heavy. That rainbow is good, but
Yeah.
it's just too much for me.
No, I understand. You gotta pull them around.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Oh, yes,
No, wait,
yes.
I leave my, oh, I got it. Okay.
You all set?
I am. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I'm just hanging out, guys. Thanks for this. If you're here, let me see if anybody's here. Just poking around. You're RIP again in 2026. Hey! Bag vacuum for the home. If you're buying it brand new, what's your price? What's the price point? What's the price point? Let me reset. Let me recalibrate this. Hold on. Why is my thing so far behind? Okay, so I'm up to speed then. Okay. If it's a store-bought vacuum, I have different categories I rank these vacuums at, guys. If it's a store-bought vacuum, like in Walmart, if they still have, or Target or Lowe's or whatever, Home Depot, if they still have bag vacuums, I haven't looked there in a while. You know what? Let me go check and see what these guys have on their website. Where can I check? Who's most likely to have a vacuum line that I can look at easy? Let me look at Target. I mean, maybe Walmart, but I'll look at Target. Who sells it? Does Best Buy sell? Best Buy sells vacuums, right? But don't they sell more like LG and if we're looking for old school bag vacuums, who still sell them? Why can't I do a search? What's with you guys, man? Come on. Where's the search bar? Okay, bagged vacuum. Okay. Bag vacuum. What are they giving me? They give. If I can only show you what they showed me. Look, let me put this. Let me see if I can show you. I asked for a bag vacuum, right? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see this. I asked for a bag vacuum, and they're showing me bagless. But let me go to popular filter, whatever, right? Vacuum. And the first thing is still a bagless vacuum. Now this is bagged. This is a Bissell $149 clean view. Now we can order these. These we can order and sell out of our shop. But everything else is bagless. So you're gonna end up having to go either to a vac shop, okay, maybe online. Okay, hold on. I don't want this to fall, guys. Give me a second. Maybe online. Go to a vacuum store, like an actual vacuum store, like this here, or online, or but I don't think the retailers, the Walmarts and the Lowe's is really going to be pushing bag vacuums at this time. They're just all going to be moving into the thing, and these bagless, like I said, there's I don't know. I'm just not sold. I'm not sold at all on bagged vacuums. There are Clean Max out there. You have Proteins. You have, of course, you have Bissells. You have Riccar vacuum. If you notice, Riccar is still, except for the stick vac, because Riccar have a new line of stick vacs, but they're all bagged vacuums, and that's a big brand. That's not a that's not a come and go brand like SIBO. Those guys are commercial, big, heavy duty cleaners. They still use bags. Okay, Windsor, Protein, Kirby, even Filter Queen. Even though it seems bagless, they use a filter. It's just holding it in the thing, but it's a simple clean. The Filter Queen is just one bin, and you just dump, and you put it back and done. Right? You can keep vacuuming over. So if I have to choose between Filter Queen and Rainbow, I'll choose a Filter Queen. Filter Queen, the dust will build up at the bottom of the bin. You dump it, put it back on top. Boom, you can keep rocking and rolling. The Rainbow, the water, the washing, just not the rain. I'm not a Rainbow guy. Okay, so that you may have to go to a vac shop, go online. I guess, like I said, Kirby is bagged, Clean Max is bagged, Riccar is bagged. The Mighty Mice, a tiny, that's not really a vacuum for floors. That's really a light duster. So that's still bagged though. Protein, Riccar, Miele vacuums. There's still bag vacuums out there, but those guys now are at the high end of things. Is that something? Can you imagine that? That to get a bag vacuum, now you're gonna have to spend $700, $800, $900 to get a good bag vacuum. Now you can still get the Bissell Pro Force, I believe, Helix. You just have to look for that specifically. Those are between $99 and $159 or something of that sort. You can still get those. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Yeah, man. Yep. How's this? As for me, I have a Clean Max, Let me show you. I'm gonna show you one Kleenex I have, but it's still commercial. I'm gonna show you Kleenex I have. I have two Kleenex, right? Two models. Okay. I have two Kleenex models. Now, this one, they're both commercial. Right? They're both commercial vacuums. This one's a little bit heavier, but it gives you three modes. You have low, you have the off, and you have the double mode here. And you have the commercial cord. I like these. Okay. But people are not used to this because they're not used to like the commercial vacuum for the home. In their mind, commercial vacuums are like for hotels or for stuff, but the commercial vacuums are actually built, a lot of them, a little bit stronger than the regular residential vacuums. So I kind of go towards commercial or commercial grade vacuums, okay? But this guy here, oh, hold on. Give me a second, I plug in the wrong guy. Pull apart, okay? Huh. Come on, don't give me a tough time, guy. Don't give me a tough time. Okay, you plug this guy in. All right. And then I like this one. Okay, so there's a bag vacuum, Kleenex. You have two levels of power, and it's still very simple. You open it up, bag goes in and bag comes out. Simple as that. You toss this away. That's it. Okay, keep it nice and sweet and simple. It doesn't have holes and all those things, but man, the simpler the better. Okay, that's this one. And when it's the simpler the better, in my mind, the service issues are also simpler. Now this is a mini version of that vacuum there. This is a mini version, still commercial, only one speed. The power button is no longer up top. The power button is down here. You just step on it and you go. So this is the one that most of the cleaning ladies that come in here, they'll either have this or Shark. Okay. The ones who have this, they've learned their lesson that you don't take if you just clean the pet owner's home, and you take that vacuum bagless into another home, the filters and all that stuff still have the odor from that previous house, and you may transfer it over. Okay, so a lot of the ladies that use the Sharks, they still gravitate slowly over to these or backpacks, and all of those you throw away the dirt and move on to the next one. Okay, so that's so soon enough, guys, I have a sneaky suspicion that in the future, not even that far ahead, you're gonna have to spend $1 more to get the bag. Right now, the bagless are the ones that seem to be kind of like leading the market, but people are slowly finding out that they have more service issues than they were expecting. So they were sold something, it looks good, seems very convenient, but there's another service end of it that people haven't calculated. Okay, anyway, moving on. Moving on. Okay, let me look at this. Let me finish looking at this Dirt Devil. I think it's a dirt. Is it a Dirt Devil? It's a Hoover. Let me finish looking at this Hoover. So I'm gonna be cleaning this off. properly with the, water, right? I'm just kind of removing like loose dirt from this thing. I'm gonna clean this off with water, right? And I want to look up the schematics because I'm not sure, man. I'm not quite sure if this unit is supposed to have a filter on the top. It seems like it should, but because it has a filter at the bottom, that's what had me a little bit not certain. Let me show what I'm talking about. All right, so I'll deal with the dustbin in a second. All right, let me put all this stuff out of the way. Let me clean this up here real quick, and let's put this one in the front of the class. All right. I know, right? Yeah, I mean, and I like the fact that, you know what I like about that cord? I'm gonna show you what I like about the cord. I'm gonna show you what I like about the cord. On this vacuum here. And why I think this is probably the best thing that a commercial company can do, because cords mess up all the time. Right? It's just what it happens, right? When you're using it, people pulling it out, people running over it. Just cords. I mean, that's probably one of my biggest, the most service I have to do is replacing cords, honestly. Okay? The convenience about this, especially with this little tool right here, which is pretty clever, you could just go and buy a extension cord. So if this messes up, you really just have to buy an extension cord and pop it in here, and you're good to go. You see that? But if it's the other one, if it's this one, okay, then if this cord messes up, I have to go in and repair this entire cord. I have to take the old one out and put a new one in. This one, you just have to buy a cord. So again, this one has less maintenance issues to deal with. If you see where I'm going with it? It's just that you have to see it that way. You have to be exposed to that information. So let's say a customer said, "Hey Wayne, can you make my other Clean Max just like this Clean Max, where the cord has this little end right here, and I can have this little thing right here, and I can just, because this protects it, right? Let's say you put it in like this, and it holds it like that. So now it don't just yank out. You see what I'm saying? It stays. So very clever, right? So you can literally convert an old regular vacuum, okay? By, you have to do the job of reinstalling the cord, but it's almost like cutting a perfectly good cord down to size. So only this part sticks out, right? And then you get one of these little adapters, okay? And then you can just, so when your cord messes up, you just go and buy another cord and pop it in and keep moving. For those commercial guys, that's something I would definitely recommend. Okay, so you get the job done once, and you don't have to keep, especially if your guys keep running over cords and stuff. All right. You would think I'll be promoting things that will bring more service to me, but no. I might be wrong. Guys might call me not a good businessman as a result, but it's like, well, you're giving away all your secrets. We're all in this little thing together, and some people are still not going to fix it themselves. But the ones who will, that's who I'm here for. Okay? That's what I'm here for. All right, good. You're right. You're right. It is heavier. It is. The one that have that dual power mode and the replaceable extension cord, now that you're over, that's over $400. Okay, probably over five for some people, some shops. That's the kind of price range you're looking at. The other Clean Max, you're talking it's like three something. Okay, you might find it on sale for $299, maybe. Okay, but that's kind of what you're looking at for that Clean Max. All right. Yeah. You can, everything can go on sale, but that's kind of what you're looking at. There's another company out there called David that makes a similar Clean Max model. I'm not sure about the price range. Let me see something. Let me check real quick. David Vacuums. I don't know. David Vacuums. Yeah, they kind of do the same. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the same people. That I wouldn't be surprised, man, because they look like they borrowed everything. I mean, I know Tornado, Clean Max, Riccar, Simplicity. They're all under the same umbrella. All right, the Taconi umbrella, right? So I know a lot of those designs are gonna mimic each other, but I'm surprised that other companies are allowed to use those designs at the same time while they're selling this. I thought that maybe the patents would expire after a certain amount of time, but what do I know, man? I'm just like, I'm getting into some of this stuff. This one is used. Look at this. This is eBay. A used David vacuum for $249. So these are other brands that we're getting familiar with now, but they're using the same. It's the same design. Look at it. Same design I just showed you. They just changed the color scheme. Okay, but that's used. Clean Max. A Clean Max, $215. That's a good deal. Home Depot. How do I see? This is the thing. Is this what pisses me off? I'm sorry, guys. There is a this we get we're competing these shops, right? Come on, I don't want to sign in right now. We're competing against the big boys, right? But they don't repair, so that side of the business continues, right? But if the guys who I'm buying it from are going to sell it to these guys at such a reduced price that I have no possible way of competing. Because if the price that they're selling it at is the price I'm buying it at for me to resell, there should be some kind of a, like, all right, guys, we can give you this discount, but we can't give you that much discount. We got small guys out there that are still selling. No, they're not thinking that. So it says by Clean Max, right? It says it's sold by Clean Max. $273 for the one I just showed you. For this one here. Can I big it up? Look at that. How was that, man? How do you do that? How do you do that? Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna go back into. I'm gonna go into their website. I don't want to put them on blast, man, but this sucks, because I run into this a lot. The prices that these guys are selling it at locally, like my Lowe's and my Target and my Walmart and all that stuff. And I would have something and I'm trying to put it on sale. And I'm looking at the price that they got it at. I'm like, what the hell, man? How do you guys even sell it at this price? I can't get it at this price. Let me see what they're selling this for. Oh man, they're only giving they're not giving find a retailer. See? So you go on their site, it says find a retailer. I do business with these guys. I'm not shying away. Find a retailer. Right? And you go to a retailer in Monroe, let's say, and you find these guys and they sell it for that price, let's say. And my retailer, I have to sell it so I can make a profit after the shipping is put on and all the other craziness. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I just got to find another way to do it. But it's a pain in the ass. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's see what I got. I tell you, it shows you how much money has a lot of power to negotiate. When you buy, well, I'm gonna buy 1,000 from you. How much can I get it at now? That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. I'm buying like 5. And the guy's like, nah, buy it at the full price. This guy's buying 1,000. Dude, come on. What do you want me to do? Yeah. What can I say? So here's a filter for the motor. The motor's right here. So maybe that's why there's no filter on top. The motor's right here, right at the bottom here. The motor. The suction hole is gonna come through here and go up and come out and hit the bin. So I'm assuming that's why they're not putting a double filter, because they have this filter at the bottom here. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you something I saw before. I've seen people put this in. You see where it says wrong way? Okay, it's for a reason. I've seen people put this in like this. Okay. What that does is that just totally cut off the suction for the motor. You just covered the suction, the hole. The suction hole is right here on these machines. Okay. And so what the suction hole is doing is going through here and then come out here. Okay. So if for some instance you picked up something in here, if some dirt got through or something, got sucked in, it's going to come down and then it's going to cover all of this. So I still think another filter is supposed to be on this damn thing. I'm absolutely convinced of that. Let me check. All right, let me check. Who's on today, man? I can't see anything right now, guys. Give me a second. So if I didn't answer something you asked, I couldn't see it real quick. Hey, David, what's up, bro? Man, David, I've been here all morning, man, just hanging out, man. Let me see. It seems like pricing for me for commercial grade. Yeah, Wayne, I do business with people. The way I have any issues, I can call people. HD isn't helping me figure out anything. Yeah. Fuzz Gonzalez, what's up, man? Good food. Yeah, I got going early, man. You know what? What's his name? Fuzz Gonzalez? Fuck. Is that what that name is? You guys are too clever, man. So I'll just call you Gonzalez. Gonzalez. I make food, Gonzalez. I was gonna ask David that. Hey, David, do you cook any, bro? Do you do like barbecue? Do you grill? Do you have like a signature recipe? What do you cook, Gonzalez? What do you cook, Gonzalez? Being that you're asking the question, I do. I cook. My uncle inspired me to learn to cook. My uncle's a chef, and he inspired me to learn to cook. He says there's a lot of power that you have when you know how to cook. So I thought about it. He was talking about, like, you know, ladies and stuff like that, you know. but you can't boil water. Man, you don't do the grill? You don't grill, man? You don't do the grill? Throw something on the grill, flip it. Oh, your brother's the grill master. Ah. The biggest thing, the toughest thing for me to grill is a thing that most people grill, which is steak. I haven't figured out the proper that sweet spot for steak. I tried doing it in the house for my son. My son comes down and he likes steak. Cause my neighbor, he grills steaks, right? So I'm like, I can't have him constantly, you know, like, hey, can you grill some steak? My son's coming down. You want to try it, you know? So I'm like, man, let me learn to do this thing properly. And he does this steak with like pomegranate, this like Lebanese style steak that he does, man. It's like it's phenomenal, right? And I try. I just doesn't work, man. I'm still at it though. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, man. That perfect, you know, that perfect spot. And then the restaurants have a flavor that I can't seem to emulate. I can't figure out what they're using something that it's a common smell. Maybe that's the word. Because I guess once you start eating stuff, the flavor is about, you know. But there's a common smell that restaurants seem to have when they're doing steak that I haven't figured out a way to do. And I'm looking up on YouTube and all this stuff to figure it out. Charcoal, yeah. I'm a charcoal person. I prefer charcoal. I don't know whether it's good or bad, but I prefer charcoal. I don't like the gas stuff. I'm not a fan of the gas stuff. I got you, man. Respect, David. Respect. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. That's his, you know, that's his thing. You know, he wears it like that. He has a steak tie, you know, you can see him with the picture at the grill. You know, yeah, you're right. Don't knock him off, you know. I got you. Like how's this? I have parts of my family who do they have like signature stuff they do when it comes to cooks. Other guys have signature where they can make any drink you can think of, whether it's alcoholic, non-alcoholic. You know, some guys are very good at that kind of stuff. And then some guys are just real good at fixing things. That they call every time, hey, can you help me? Can you fix this for me? Can you fix that for me? So, you know, yeah, there are people they're talented at different things, man. You know? Yeah, man. That propane, yeah, I'm not down. You know, and a lot of my family prefer to use the gas stuff because it's quick, but I don't like it. I think what happened is someone sold me on the idea of the taste of charcoal stuff, And I think since I got sold on it, that's how I got introduced. Then I was like, no, I'm sticking with this. And then when I tried that, okay, I was like, I don't know. I think I like the chocolate better. So maybe if I started that way, maybe, I don't know. But I started with charcoal and I'm sticking with it. Okay, yeah. So charcoal, I get the coal to embers, right? No fire. Put the steak as close to ember as possible. Baste the steak with butter to what? Damn, car guy, you're good like that. You good? Yeah. Damn, bro. Man, you sound like those guys on the cooking channels, man. That you got you good like that. Oh man. Kosher salt. Interesting. I use is it the coarse stuff? I use Himalayan salt for my in my house. That's all. We don't use the regular like table salt stuff. Oh man, I put a W for that. I can't even change my thing. I'll try the kosher. Yeah, will do. Yeah. I'll try the kosher. I'll try the kosher salt. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna run some water through this, and I'm gonna come right back. All right. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Yeah. I'm back. Yeah, man. Hey, Dave, I wonder if Brienne or Flor are gonna join us today, because I would like to know what their signature is. If they have a signature deal. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Let me see. There I am. There I am, man. I'm trying to find my I'm trying to find my thing. They've said Brienne's special might be eat what I fix or go without. Hey, dude, that's how I grew up. Okay, I grew up in a house, right? Hold on. I grew up in a house that it was eat what I fix or go without, and it worked. Hello? Yeah. What's going on? Yeah. That's the house I grew up in, bro. Eat what I fix, or go without. No pampering, no pandering, none of that stuff. It was a very clear relationship. I was the child. And all the adults in the room were the adults. I came into the room and adults were talking. That was it. There was no negotiating. I think I had to have gotten. I got older. That's when negotiating became even possible. Is when I got older. Let me see here. You know, like as an adult. You know, there was no negotiating. Like so now, like I negotiate with my mom now to come visit. You know, like if I wanted to come visit, we'll negotiate about visiting because she's in another, another state, right? But as a kid, about what I want to do and what's all that stuff, negotiating, get out of here. Get out of here, man. No negotiation. They call that home a dictatorship. Hey, I told my son, I said, listen, this is not a democracy, bro. This is not a democracy. You don't get to vote. This is the way it goes. That's it. This is the way it goes. All right. I'll choose if I go along with your request. It's my choice to go along with the request that you have. This doesn't work that way. All right. You'll have an opportunity one day to have your own dictatorship. Oh man, one day you will have your own dictatorship, bro, and you will be able to run it the way you want to run it. Okay? And I just pray that you don't run it into the ground. That's all. That's it. That's all it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. So like I said, I have a sneaky suspicion that a filter is supposed to go up here. It doesn't make sense that one doesn't. But it came to me without one. Hell yeah, a filter's got to have to go up there. This is ridiculous if a filter don't go up there. So I'll look into that. Let me get the schematics on this. Let me find the schematics on this one. Okay, this is a UH75150. Let me look up the schematics on this one. UH75150. Let me see what we got cooking. Let me see. Dictatorship, boy. I didn't even know. It's funny. You, as a kid, you don't even know what it was. You just know that the dictatorship, it's like what is it, like a battleship? You just know that it's whatever they say goes. That's what it means. That's it. All that other stuff, I don't know all the meanings. As a little kid, all I know is what mommy say goes. You don't want dad to put. You don't even want to piss off your father. You wouldn't want to do that in a lot of households. So a mom would use dad. Don't let me call your father. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, that's why I got the phone call. All right. Guys, I'm supposed to be wrapping everything up right now. But let me, son got a race today, man. He got a race today. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. What did I say this was? UH751. These guys don't have it. Interesting. With all these models, you don't have this one? All right. Let me go to my portal. I gotta go to my portal, guys. I gotta see if my service portal, they have it there. Parts catalog. What I'm trying to do right now is to find out what I could probably just use a sponge filter of sorts, but I really want to know for sure what we use here. UH751. Okay. Performance swivel. Is that what we have here? Swivel, yep. Okay, let me get the schematics on it. Let's see what we got cooking. Diagram. No, they don't show any. They don't show any. Reusable pre-motor filter. Exhaust filter. Disassembly cup. Interesting. I guess my instincts were correct, but I mean, were incorrect. All right, if you own one of these, then be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Okay. Let me explain what we're probably looking at here. Okay. Okay. Suction is going to be generated. Well, down here, goes up, hit this, right? Hit back here. Boom. It's pulling. Okay, it's pulling. So it's going to pull and it's going to bring the dirt in. Dirt comes in. That's why all that stuff had dirt all around it. The dirt drops down. What you're hoping for is that the dirt don't make it in past the seal at the bottom here, because then it'll get sucked up into this section. If it gets sucked up into the section, then it's going to get sucked down into this section. Okay, so you make sure if this stays sealed off like this, you probably shouldn't have an issue with dirt getting pulled into the motor. But if you do, this is here to protect it, and obviously you can see some of it on the sides here. So this is here to protect it because the motor is pulling through here, and then the pull is branched out in this compartment, and it gets channeled up into here, and it goes into here, and it goes into here. So it's easy to forget about this if you own one of these machines, and you will just leave it in here like this, and every day you just you take off this and you dump it, and you take it off and you dump it, and you need to be checking this and making sure this is not packed with hair and stuff like that. But I guess if another filter was up top, it will probably reduce the suction capacity. But I would have preferred to have a layer, even a thin layer of filter up top here. Even a thin one, like this. I don't have one here. I would have to go to my bench. I don't want to do that. But even a thin layer, okay? Even a thin layer. You know what I mean? Not a paper towel. But like those, I've seen them. There's very thin. Okay, I got one. It looks like this. It's similar to this. It's similar to this. It's similar to this one. Even a thin layer like this, I think would have been preferable to have up top. You know, in you know, something. You know, I don't know, man. Anyway, I'm done with that. This is out of here. Hey, Dave, guess what I drove this weekend, bro? I drove a Jeep Wrangler, and I was talking to my my neighbor. I borrowed his. I'm finally having him do my. He's replacing my air compressor. He's replacing the struts in the back. He's replacing the sensors for the flat tire thing. You know, your tire goes down and all that stuff. And he's replacing my radiator. So he got all the business. Oh man, this bill is going to be something else. Got to sell a bunch of vacuums. But he said, Wayne, I'll lend you my my Jeep to use. He just bought it. He's gonna resell it. And this thing, he said it's one of those vehicles where they haven't changed much since the original, like something with the chassis or something like that. And I was like, man, you know who would know about this? Dave would know about this, right? What do you know about this, Dave? About the chassis for the Jeeps, that they're pretty much the same. Yeah, definitely. And I'll tackle that in a second, car guy. My dad said he got me in the world and he could take me back. Damn, my mom said the same thing. Holy cow. It was a Jeep. It was a Jeep Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler. But yeah, my dad said the same thing, bro. I mean, most of my mom, actually. I brought you into this world, I could take you out. Look, at the end of the day, right? Everybody is responsible for themselves. You know, it is what it is. It's the world we live in. But people do sell some really awful ideas that people adopt. And they think it's progress, and it's like those are bad ideas. You know, certain things work to stay the same. Just like that Wrangler, just like that Jeep Wrangler company, the Jeep company decided that, listen, I don't even have to see. I don't have to see who made the car. I don't have to see the logo to know that's a Jeep Wrangler, right? It's a signature that's stuck around. Many cars today, you need to see the logo to know which car it is. Like, you know, like I guess a Cybertruck, there's no other look like a Cybertruck if you want to look at modern cars. But most cars on the road, man, if you didn't know the emblem, if you didn't see the emblem and recognize, you wouldn't know who made the car. You know, they're almost indistinguishable. You know? So there's certain things that it works. There's certain things that work. And a lot of those things I think that work is like morals, systems, and respect. There's certain things you don't need to change, man, because they work, you know? And a lot of the new age stuff, they want to make everything and everyone indistinguishable from each other. And no, I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that, man. That's my take. That's my take. I'm almost done with this, and I'm gonna wrap it up. (2001), huh? Okay. Let's see if this one's the same. Funny thing about it, this thing is brand new. Why is this even off? I'm not going to put it back on. I don't see why it's even off. It's a brand new belt. It still has its thickness. I'm not going to put it back on, but now that part of it is a little bit, why is it on? Why did it slip off in the first place? Interesting. So don't forget, guys, like I said, I was telling the guys earlier, whoever was here earlier, now this is good. This is good. I don't know. That we're doing the drawing on Thursday for the steamer. Okay. And so we'll be shipping that out. Oh, the car I'm having repaired is a Lexus. It's a 2008 RX 350 car guy. That's what I'm having done. It's just old age stuff. You know, the struts. They start wearing. Never done anything to the radiator, but there's a leak in it somewhere. Who knows what could have caused that? What else? The sensors, the batteries just run out. You know, my wife's car is the same thing. The sensor, you know, that lets you know the tires below 32 pressure or whatever, PSI. And what's the last thing? And the air compressor, the AC air compressor, it started to conk out. So, you know, I just figured, all right, he's gonna have them. Let me just have him do them all one time and get it out the way, and I don't have to keep back and forth. You know, be done with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here thinking that you could have replaced the battery, but they were like, nah, you got to replace the whole sensor. And I was just like, fine. Fine, man. What I would love to do is give my wife's car a new paint job. But she's not interested in that. She's like, ah. Like, ah. I was like, yeah, that's what I would love to do, give her a paint job. But more important things, like I think there's I think we have to do we still have to sensor, nothing else. That's the only light that comes on, that damn that battery, the tire light. And some guys said it's deactivated because the fact that it shows up, you know, mentally it tells you something's wrong. So you're like, oh, I gotta get that fixed because it's in your face. You know, I'm not gonna put like black tape over it. It's in your face, keeps showing me. And I'm like, damn, man, I gotta get this fixed. I gotta get this fixed. I gotta get this fixed. This messes with you. If I could shut it off, I'll shut it off because I can keep my eye on my own. You know, the old school, right? You just go check your tire pressure, put some tire in it. But it's annoying. So I was like, man, look, I got the sensors, bro. Just if you have a chance, just pop the sensors off of me, and just save me the headache of keep watching this thing. You know. Hey, you know what's so funny though? The amount of things that we do only because of the headache. It's not even because it's needed. It's just the pain, and it's like the inconvenience of something. You know what I mean? Like to get a car repaired, right? That's a necessity. Like my transmission, my motor, you know, my axle, you know, body damage. You know, those are like necessities. But there's certain things that is just the only reason you're repairing them is because they're a pain in the ass. Or you do something, or you get a service, or you decide that you're going to use this particular service because it removes one step out of your process. So you're like, yeah, I'm going to get that because I hate having to do this and that. so you get the thing. I said, I just want to do this. I don't want to do this and that. And you buy this just because you don't want to do this and that. So, oh man, I think that's why bagless got, I think, the kind of sales they have, because people think that all I gotta do is dump the dirt. They're not seeing the other side of it. Like the extra stuff you got to do, the extra filters you got to buy, the post filter, the pre filter, you have to clean it out. You have to, there's extra stuff involved in a bagless vacuum. So I just want to dump it. I don't want to have to go and take the bag out and throw it away and put a new bag in. I just want to dump it and close it and put it back on. Boom. And they're willing to spend the money for that. You see? Convenience. All right, guys. Yay. I put a regular valve stem in a Honda HRV. But like tray, yeah, it stays on, of course. Yeah. So yeah, if you were gonna sell it, right, you'll fix it. I get that. Yeah, I get that. I just it was just bugging me, dude. It's been like this for years. Okay, it's been like this probably 3 years now. I've been driving it like this with the light, knowing that all I gotta do is check my tires. I was like, fine, I'll buy the sensor and I'll just ask him to put it in while he's doing something else. It was that's where the frame of mind came from. But I've had it like that for 3 years, man. Just that little light sensor. I fixed my he said I fixed my own car. When people point and laugh, I got 2 pickups that need paint. And that's what we do. That's right. That's right, man. We keep them things around forever. Oh man, we're the guys that will guys are funny, man. We'll use the same shirt and it's busted. I'll wear the same pants 3 days in a row. I don't care. Until it's absolutely necessary, then we'll replace it, The women now is like, hey, you got to change your under. Yo, get rid of this. My wife would throw away like she sees I got some old T-shirt with a hole in it or something. She'll just chuck it in the trash, and then I have to go buy new ones because it's like, wait, come on, what are you still using this for? You don't even need it. All right, guys. So today we're gonna sign off right now. I gotta get out of here. Mondays I'm here like 7 a.m. Because I used to be closed Mondays, but I come in early to get work done. Some people have drop-offs they got to do really early in the morning, so they'll come here early in the morning on a Monday, and then the rest of the week is regular time. So I gotta get my butt out of here. I still got some machines to work on, so I'm going to be working on those. All right, folks. Stay positive. Stay cool. Make the best out of the day. I don't know what she's saying though, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay cool, Dave. All right, car guy. See you guys later.